Are y'all dancing? Happy birthday to all of the Capricorn suns. I do tarot according to sidereal astrology, where the dates for Capricorn are January 20th through February 13th. All right, that was nice. So, I want to thank you all for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144, happy to bring you this reading. This is mainly for the Capricorn suns, but it's totally open to anyone who happens to find this message on their journey. What we have pictured here is the constellation of Capricornus. Yeah, let's see here. I'm going to grab my notes here. I'm sorry, I'm always bumping. Okay, so Capricornus, and I'll leave the reference links in the description box from the information that I am giving. Capricornus is the Latin name of this constellation that extends 31 degrees across the sky, situated close to the equator, partly visible from both hemispheres at certain times of the year. In English language, it is known as the sea goat, climbing its highest in the sky in early September around 10 p.m. local time. And then I found this cool little story, and then we'll go ahead, I'll get started with the shuffle, but I thought this was pretty neat, just a short tidbit. The ancient Greeks associated Capricornus with their god Pan, P-A-N. Typhon, the dreadful fire-breathing monster, was about to devour Pan, but Pan turned himself into a fish, or tried to, before jumping into a river to make his great escape. However, Pan was so scared that he goofed up, changing himself into a half-goat, half-fish hodgepodge instead of a fish. In other words, Pan panicked. The word panic, P-A-N-I-C, is said to have originated from the god Pan's misadventure with Typhon, the fire-breathing monster. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a nice little story to share on Capricorn. Excuse some of the noise at times. My location is quite busy. All right, so let's go ahead and move these. And the, make sure we're not in the way here. The tarot deck. We're going to scoot this back. The tarot deck that I'm using here is Tattoo Tarot by Diana McMahon Collis. Beautiful cards here. All right. So I hope everyone is doing well, that you are taking very, very good care of yourselves. Feeling like a boss every single day of your life. Uh-oh. Had a flipper come out here. 3 of Cups. All right. So answers right away. That's good. Good communication. Celebration. Good reason for celebration. So you guys are feeling good. That's good. That's good. I'm going to be doing also, I try to make enough space. There's certain material that I work with when it comes to my cards, and certain ways and spaces I like to dwell in that I'm called to, and so I'm here. I'm using the color gray. First, because it's related to the earth sign of Capricorn, being an earth color, more of an earth color, we should say. And then also too, because it's one of the main colors of Capricorn, or excuse me, not Capricorn, Cancer, which is the opposite of Capricorn. So bring a little polarity into this reading. All right. So I'll begin with a significator card, and then let me see if I can move this down a little closer to me. And then, let's see, we have that there. And then we'll take it from there, card by card, and I'll explain as I go. All right, so first card we have for you, Capricorn, is the moon. All right, so let's scoot that over a bit. So I'm getting enlightenment, things being brought to light. Where there's a possible connection, whether that be within you or outside of you. This is mainly dealing with the sign of Cancer, but I've known it to be associated with Pisces as well. And given that we had the Three of Cups kind of pop out during the shuffle, I would say that this is of a very positive nature. I want to say a union of very, very high significance, where there's just a lot of joy and a lot of celebration because things have been brought to light. And the crab, I don't know, I'm getting like I know it was a lobster in the Little Mermaid, but I'm just getting like Little Mermaid vibes. The movie, the Disney movie. But this just being of like a very spiritual nature, very divine. And balanced. I want to say too, given that this is the moon card, I would say the moon energy is very strong in this connection as well. With their, I would just say with like nighttime activity, whether you're awake or asleep, that very, very magical things are taking place during these times. It just feels very connected, very lighthearted, and embracing. Seeing the colors and how the color of this dog here, I don't know. It's just, yeah. I want to say like expression, but it's all like embracing. It's just really almost like comforting, very assuring. And because it's like blue, I would just say it deals a lot. And this is the moon card, emotion. So maybe, you know, some deep emotion that's coming to light. After climbing, you know, what feels like may have been like really high mountains, you're finally coming together. This looks like a bridge to me, where two worlds are coming together as well, with the help of this beautiful little crappie. So I would just say one altogether connection that And I get that siren as confirmation. That there's a connection, whether it be with you as an individual, and because of it being you as an individual, it appearing in your outer world, but a one-on-one connection that becomes three. And I've been getting that a lot lately. And this, with this being a 9-2, just coming upon some endings and moving into new beginnings. And a feeling of being ordained. All right, so what covers this card? Awesome. We have the Empress, the beautiful, beautiful Empress. So number 3, I was just speaking of this 1 and 1 being 3. Oh, excuse me, this is the 3. In number on the card. So with the Empress, oh boy, this is so beautiful. So the colors are matching up. So I'm getting that this is a masculine energy, where more emotion is coming from the masculine. This is the feminine energy coming from this Empress here. Eagle spirit. I would just say, like, with that, that there are gifts that have arrived, that are secure and safe. Her foot is on top of a book of some sort. Take that how it resonates for you if you've been doing some reading or researching or study. But I'm just getting that you've got it on lock. Whatever it is that you've been doing, have been working on, and it's helped you to receive this. Almost like badge of honor. And then with the white garment, I'm getting a sense of surrender. Holding on to the scepter there. And seeing that mask, it just reminds me of Egyptian power of some sort. And then with the feathers as well, I'm getting Native American culture vibes from that. So it's like, I would say an all-encompassing of tools, being that those combine to create the power within this Empress as she sits on her throne, protected with what I see to be as a male lion. Adorned in red, another symbol of power as far as stance. I would say also too, having done a lot of great inner work within self, and very, very confident. I don't get that the look away this way. I feel like this is more looking towards the future and beaming with excitement about the future, focused. And I would say too, the red being about love too, just having a lot of love for self. And that's all I'm getting from that. All right, so what crosses the moon and the Empress? Wonderful. We have the Queen of Cups, which is a very, very compassionate I would say savvy, loving, nurturing, soft, but takes care of business type energy. And it's almost like because of that energy, she has just made sure that this connection is happening. Just confident in the way that things are happening, because she loves herself and she's so full of love. And this isn't gender specific. Just going with what's pictured here in the card. I'm getting this as part of her garment, but I'm seeing it as a road, and it just looks like a very, very long road has been taken. Where she's now able to be in a good place of security, just very secure and content. Content and knowing. I feel like this may be an everyday thing with the headdress, where you're just, that's just how you're feeling overall, even if you don't physically. I would say internally, this is what you're feeling. Just very beautiful, graceful, golden, shimmery, and comfortable. You appreciate beauty, you love beauty, and you see the beauty in a lot. I would say in all, as a matter of fact. And I would just say too, looking and how she's looking up, like I'm getting she's looking up more at the Empress, just to say how proud you are of yourself. You're able to actually, you know, sit and almost like sitting in a reap of rewards, very comfortable and relaxed, and able to reflect on how great of a job you've done along this highway here. All right, so what is above us is the Eight of Swords. So I would just say very tight on some sort of communication. I want to say it's like protected, and not necessarily where you're keeping things or hiding things. And this is why you're able to be so comfortable, is because of what you do know. My nose is itching. I consider that the spirit speaking and just confirming that as well. Excuse me, I got real shaky. But yeah, just with the gold star in the middle of this, swords deals with, excuse me, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, the air signs. And just instantly, I got some kind of intellect, some kind of knowledge that's being very well kept and very well protected and safe. I'm also seeing too, just the importance of the shapes here, but that there are 6 points with the 6 swords that are being used. The star necessarily does not necessarily, excuse me, have 6 points, but the way that the swords are formed. So that may mean something of significance. Again, I would just say with the structure of this and the way that it's built, it just looks to me to be a very sturdy gate with a very, very secure key house is what I'm getting. 8s deal with abundance and I would say a very secure source of power. Also with infinity. It also is related to Scorpio in the 8th house, which deals with, I would say, more of a shadowy type of energy that may deal with secrecy. But again, I'm not getting anything that's hindering. It's only for a greater purpose. And the stars, just seeing the stars around the swords too, just speaks to me of being protected. So that's nice. And then the different colors here. I'm getting like lower chakras, the root chakra, and the solar plexus. With the green, I'm just now seeing the green there. Just to me, that speaks of some kind of growth that's taking place and being nourished and flourished. All right, so what is beneath all of these beautiful cards here? We have the Hanged Man. This is 12, which brings us to a 3. And I think this is a great card to be at the foundation. When we see how we put that here, it's supporting all that's above it. And then, excuse me, just like we had spoken with the 3 here, like I'm even seeing like this 3 by itself outside of the 10 and the 5. So it's like, I want to say to like a portal of some sorts that's just really speaking to some real tight definition of what's actually happening. Roses may be significant. Those are a flower of passion, of love expression. They're very healing. And then too, just seeing the Hangman here, decked out in green. I would say that I'm getting love came in and brought enlightenment, woke you up. So these 2 roses, this could speak of a relationship, this connection here. The beautiful way that you both have blossomed and have come together where you have secured this enlightenment and it's holding all of this up. I think it's good too to have the 8 of Swords at the top here, given that that's more dealing with mental energy. And this is more at the bottom, where, you know, with wood comes from trees. Trees are rooted. So I think that's great. This is great positioning for these cards. Let's get that down so we can see. But I'm just getting to also, with that being a card broken down to a 3, just receiving divine help and assistance, but love being the major key. And the way that his feet are, there may be some dancing involved here too. I'm getting someone may enjoy dancing, love to dance, be a dancer. This could be the way that they, you or whoever you're connected to, receives the light that they get through dancing. Awesome. All right. So, what is behind us? We have the Knave of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. And so what I'm getting with this is that a younger person for sure, possibly something that, like I'm looking at this here, where there was messages. I'm not even holding that right, sorry. Messages of love. Possibly an offer. But I would just say just not it. I would say like just because of the gold, like if this is a person that they had very good promise, but for whatever reason, I would say probably because of what has come to light with that moon card. That this, and also too because it's a knave card, which is in traditional tarot the page. I would say just no more settling, because you are this Empress here who is full of love and has a lot to offer and to give. And it's just possible that this is now behind you, because you have risen past that stage and it's no longer aligning or matching with what you are now moving forward, as you look forward, meant to do or be. Cups are Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And so this particular energy could be related to that. Like I keep looking at this too. Maybe into flowers of some sort, because they have the tattoo here too. I would say too, just looking at this, I want to say it's a quill that they like to write. And with the shape of the heart back there, this is it's a very captivating card. And so I would say too that because of that, maybe I would say this energy here might have a little bit to do with that. The left hand is pictured. So I want to say maybe too, there was just some imbalance as far as energies. And masculine and feminine energies being imbalanced. And because of that, the shift taking place and there being movement forward where things have to be released in order to bring in something that's meant. All right, so what is B for you? Awesome. We have the Ace of Swords. Truth and new beginning is what I'm getting. I would say to something of promise, and noticing right away that the Empress is looking right at this Ace of Swords. So I would say that yeah, I would definitely say that this is what you are producing as you move forward. And because of that, this is also why this Knave of Cups is behind you. Could be related to the Eight of Swords as well. And just that you are, because of all the stars, I see these as spirit angels as well. So this could just be a lot of information that you're receiving as well. There's just a lot that's going on in the mental space. And as you're gaining this, like I'm seeing this as an outer card, and what you're seeing on the outside, given that the armored hand is holding the sword. And we got a little bit of nature here too. Even though this is a swords card with Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aces with the 1 are coming from the 0. So coming into a sense of wholeness. Seeing this rose here, I feel like just in the condition that it's in, that this is speaking of an ending, possibly. And this being the end part, like almost like this is being split in half, and what's happening in the higher region, the crown area within us, in the crown chakra, is what's helping to solidify all of this. All right. So the next card that we have here, this is the 7th card. This speaks of pretty much the overall nature of you and your atmosphere as an individual. And so we have the Strength card, which is an 11. That's a master number that may be significant. Let me scoot that over, make sure we got enough room for the next card. But I'm seeing the lion there. That's Leo energy. I want to say that this is the same lion that's sitting here on this throne with you at your side, almost like a protector. I would say a protector. And I feel like there's been some balance. And because of that balance, the lion or the beast, I would say, is being tamed. Not necessarily controlled, because nobody can be controlled. But I think you're both, and I would say it's the energy that I'm feeling here, that you have set yourself upon with someone. Either this is someone or a situation, or something that's dealing with your career. But both sides are providing some insight to one another where both sides are being helped for the betterment. With the sun back here, I would just say that there's definitely, I would say more of a spiritual enlightenment versus logical. And with that, a lot of inner strength is being discovered. Strength in being able to allow someone else to come in, and then strength in being able to put one's foot down in situations and not settle is what I'm getting from this card. And then I see these three almost lit in like turquoise, and it's matching the highlights of, I want to say it looks like a troubadour. Is it a troubadour with this hat on? I'm just trying to be funny. I want to say that these are mainly, I want to say special stars, like special significant spirits that are, I would say, with you 24/7. You and this other person or the situation is surrounded. And then I feel like too, as this lion is coming to more of a surrender type energy and allowing, almost like just allowing love to come in, you got this nice little blanket to rest up on once you calm down a little bit. And then too, with the 11, master numbers can't be broken, but if that doesn't apply to you and you want to bring that into a 2, that would just speak on the camaraderie here with the strength card. Mainly Leo energy. All right, and so the environment or family or friends surrounding would say we have the Hierophant. This is a 5 card. 5, speaking of change. And so automatically I'm hearing commitment. Commitment and promise, care, guidance and love, sharing, knowing which way to go, and ready to go on an adventure. The Hierophant card is a card of Taurus as well, so that may be significant in your chart. Make sure we can see. Just getting to what is surrounding, like what's going on internally with the Moon card. I feel like this is like the outer, where it's like an overall encompassing of goodness, of protectedness and safety and security. The turquoise has always spoken to me just about a very innate, unique feeling with the inner spirit and how we work with that and what we do as far as that's concerned. The red here, I feel like these two may be covered. So may possibly, I want to say like have made a sacrifice of some sorts with the divine and coming into this promise and feeling this love and like automatically too, I'm getting the 1 and the 1 and the 3, which is like Trinity, a divine trine, where there was this promise made and now rewards are being fulfilled. And so you may be feeling this. You may be getting these messages. You may be experiencing this. Just the heightened look and feeling I'm getting. It reminds me too of Paul Bunyan. Like, I don't know if many know about Paul Bunyan, but he's very popular in the northern part of the Midwest, mainly in Minnesota, I want to say. I used to live in Bemidji, Minnesota, which is like almost near Canada. And every time you would drive into town, there you would be greeted by a big, huge Paul Bunyan with his with Babe, the blue water buffalo, and it was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And it reminds me of this, and just almost like being in amazement of what you're witnessing and what you're seeing, and feeling that on the inside in a way that really can't be explained. It's very assuring. It's very happy. Maybe you know the true meaning of what happy is. I'm getting. So that's what I'm getting with that card. Let's go on to the next card. So the next card would be your hopes or your fears. All right, and so with this card, we have the King of Swords. So I want to say that because I'm seeing this sword right here. He doesn't have the garment on. I want to say possibly as a Knight of Swords, and then having moved up and graduated into King of Swords, or just having that type of energy at times. You know, it's possible. Doesn't always have to be about that. But these swords, I'm getting those as not necessarily matching, but him holding this sword and then seeing this sword. I would say this is more of a hope. So maybe there is someone, this energy that you are connecting with. This person, Aquarius is coming out strong. Just in the eclectic way of the King of Swords here, and how he is, you know, an air sign, but I'm seeing like fish scales, he's just decked out and really groomed. I would say very confident, very protective, could be quiet at times. The way that he's staring, I would just say that he is always focused on something, he or she. This could be female too. I would say too that this could be, you know, not necessarily someone outside of you, but your energy, and just you being in a position of confidence and willing to protect not only yourself but others, and willing to use your sword at any time in order to be able to move forward and eliminate what does not serve you. But being very much, I would say, in your head. On the logical side too, but I'm getting both just with the way that this king is dressed. So I would say too with the fish scales, like I'm getting these looking as like fish scales. So you may have Pisces in your chart. Even here too, like mermaid type energy as well. Just real balanced, assured of yourself, and ready to take action, but stoic. and I would say meticulous as needed. Awesome. Okay, and then the overall card, let me get comfortable, make sure I'm not putting shadow in there, is the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. And there's the 2 roses. So we have that as the overall and the outcome, and then the 2 beautiful roses at the bottom. That's the foundation. It's a party up in here, so that's great. That's very, very good sign of stability. We have another ace here, which I think is super, and speaks to, you know, some great new beginnings with cycles broken and a sturdy foundation. That is of I would say 0 toxicity, because we have this here. Speaking of a very passionate, fiery, powerful energy. Again, with the aces, this is the one. Speaking of a new beginning, I would say also to just overall wholeness. A lot of love, budding, new beginnings as well. Along with this, it's almost like as this continues to grow, this will grow, and then something else will grow from that, and it's just going to continue to grow because of this foundation, where there's been work done on one another, whether this is a relationship or just on yourself. But because of that, and again too, like I'm looking at the card and just seeing, like to me this is more of, I'm getting like a pineal gland. And so because there's just more power placed within versus on the outside, you are beginning to see beautiful things take place in your life and changes come about that are for your greatest good. Wands is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. So this may be significant in your chart as well. I feel like a lot of you are having a wonderful beginning to the year, and it is very well earned and deserved that you are really coming into your own and realizing your worth and seeing the appreciation of that and not allowing anything less than what you deserve. And I feel like what's happening on the inside is beginning to show on the outside of you. Others are seeing it, especially the love in you and how it just comes upon anything that you come into contact with. And it's felt very, very significantly, very, very fiery and very, very passionate and very full, very, very full. I would say artistic, beautiful, crafty, delicate, lighthearted, considerate, sensible, and peaceful, but speaks volumes. And that is, oh my goodness, and there I go bumping stuff again. So that is very beautiful. Wow, I can feel the emotion with all of this, and I think this is truly beautiful. It's a beautiful story. And I mean, There's not a lot of words for this. Just, I just see, you know, a lot of hard work that's been put in, passionate energy, loving energy with truth. And, you know, when you have those, you can't go wrong. And so I think this is great. I hope that you have found these messages helpful, that they brought some light and love into your hearts. Again, happy birthday to all of those celebrating their birthdays. And yeah, I love you lots. May you stay blessed and stay well. Peace.